In this video, I'm going to show you proper procedure to set up a game to be live scored. So in your main screen, the game you're going to select hopefully is on your schedule already. If not, you need to add this game to the schedule via the Add New button. Then, once you have it on the schedule and you're ready to score, first we're going to double check to see if the rosters are here. So if Blue Mountain is facing Highline, I want to make sure both those teams, Blue Mountain and Highline, are in my team drop down. If they're not, I'm going to go under Configure Teams and import them via list, and then I'm going to go through the proper channels. If it's a non-NWAC team that's facing you, you need to make sure you select it as a non-member school. If it's an NWAC opponent, in this case that it is, you need to go into the league and select them. For now, I already have both, so I'm not going to worry about that. So once I have both teams in here, there's Blue Mountain, and the other team we were looking for was Highline. So there's Highline. Both of them have rosters populated. To make sure I have the most up-to-date roster, I'm going to select Blue Mountain, and a roster should populate there. From there, I'm going to hit Download Roster. And once I do that, it'll take me to that screen. And what that basically did was it went and got the most recent up-to-date roster from Blue Mountain from the website to let me know I have the correct and most recent roster they have. So then I'm going to do the same thing for Highline, or in this case it'll be the home team, you guys. Your roster should be correct, but in case it's not, I'm going to download roster again, and as it goes and hunts, it'll populate. So now that I have both games set, now I'm going to open up my match. Then from there, you're going to make sure your web sync is set to live statting. You can do this under webcast up top. So make sure that's set to start. If it's on stop, make sure it's on start. Most of you should have the auto start. And in order to make sure we are live webcasting, we're going to come into configure. You'll have four options up top: local webcast, CSTV webcast, web sync, and gamecast. Now, on local webcast, we want this box to be empty. For CSTV, we would also like the enable output box to be empty. On web sync, we want it checked. You should have logged into your web sync profile before opening this game. If you haven't done that yet, make sure to web sync before opening the match. So once you've done that, we'll have enable web sync. And the last one, gamecast, should be empty as well. So of the top four, the only one that should be selected on enable is the third one for web sync. If it is, you'll hit OK. Now we have a live game going. In this one, it's a box score because this is a previous match. You'll have your normal play-by-play over here. And once you are ready to go, you can enter in your starting lineups and then make sure that to type in a play to make sure both rosters. If you're getting a response that says player not found in roster, that means the rosters weren't downloaded correctly. So what you'll do, hopefully, is you'll close out of the match immediately. Do not worry, it'll save it for you. You'll come back to this screen, come to the team in question, and then hit that download roster button again. And once you do that, it should rectify the problem immediately. I strongly recommend doing this before you start live scoring the match to make sure you don't run into any problems. And then once again, I'm going to open another game just to show you the play-by-play. So we open it up, and then from there, you should get a webcast is set to auto start. Yes. Now, from there, you'll enter in your players, your starters. I would suggest doing a couple plays to make sure it's registering both rosters. Then from there, you should be able to score the game accordingly. Once you get through the first set, edit game control, start next game. Then obviously once you're done. If you're on this yellow screen, on the edit screen, it's not going to allow you to start the next game. So make sure you cancel out of that. Okay, and then from there, you should be able to live score a match successfully.